what's up, y'all? This is Fanatic, and you're watching SPOTTV, so stay right there, alright? Most of you guys know me as a producer. I've produced records for Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Little Kim, Biggie, Anthony Hamilton. Now I'm stepping from behind the boards out front. I have my first single out now. It's a single called Who's Loving You Now. You can find it on iTunes right now. Written and produced by myself. It's on my own label, Process Records. The name of the album that I'm putting together is called The Electric Love Hangover. And it's basically about, I wrote all the songs on the record, and the records are coming from an experience that I went through, a long-term relationship, and it basically defines all of those phases that you go through once you break up with somebody that you've been with a long time. And the first single, Who's Loving You Now, is basically about that. It's that first thing that you go to when you initially break up with somebody, and you're wondering, you know, who's loving, who's she with now, and you know, what is she doing, and those type of things, and you know, why did we actually really break up, you know? Okay. So it's gonna like detail all of those different sequence of events that happens when you're in a long-term relationship and you finally break up with that person.
Mm-hmm. So this is like a love type of album.
Yeah, it's gonna be a theme, a whole theme around it that deals with love and getting over heartbreak. I want this album to be that record that if you're a female and you know you put this record on as you're going through your breakup, because you'll be able to relate to a lot of the same things that I'm talking about on the record. You know, I haven't forgot, you know, my fellas, but this album is geared more to the ladies, and it's more dealing with the sensitive side and the emotional side of a breakup. And I'm not afraid to express that side. There's a lot of things that guys want to say, but just, you know, don't feel like it's politically correct to say these type of things. Right. And put their feelings out there like that.
A lot of times it's ego.
Yeah, definitely. But my whole thing is that, like, you know, if it's real and I feel it, I'm not afraid to express it, you know. I just feel like now in the marketplace, artistry is not really a big thing, you know. Everybody is just willing to jump out there and wants to be an artist, but I don't think enough people are doing their homework and studying great artists from the past and applying that to what they're doing now. And that's my whole thing about studying great artists that came up in the 60s, 70s, and the 80s. And you don't have to be, you know, that old or from that time period in order to appreciate and understand those artists.
Correct.
You just got to do your research. And so I studied a lot of those iconic artists, and I take bits and pieces of what they did and apply it to what I'm doing, and you know, put my own spin on it, and that's how I've, you know, come with my project.
Okay, name some of your favorite old school artists from I guess from the 70s or the 60s. Some of the stuff that Fanatic likes.
I mean, I like everything from, I was into Led Zeppelin, I was into Cream, I was into Parliament, I was into Prince, you know, I was into Elvis, even Elvis Presley. Like, I even saw, you know, what it was about him that made him special. And then of course the 80s with Michael and Madonna, George Michael's, like a lot of the pop icons, and you know, how they were able to, you know, resonate with pop culture and the things that they did to make an impact.
Yeah, and I understand you had a chance to work with Michael Jackson.
Yes, I actually produced a song on his Invincible album called Heaven Can Wait, and that was like a really great experience. I worked with Teddy Riley on that record, and it's like when we made the record, we actually made the record and we were working on it for Kevon Edmonds, Babyface's record. And as we were doing the record, Kevon, we got into it because he was saying that we were making him sound too much like Michael Jackson on the record. And that's who I heard for the record. I originally tried to get the record to Janet, not even thinking that I could get it to Michael. And then after Kevon Edmonds said that, I thought about it. I was like, you know what, he's right. He's like, there's only one person that can do this record. This has to be Michael Jackson. And so just playing 6 Degrees of Separation, I found a guy by the name of Kenny Quiller who was working with Teddy Riley, and they just happened to be working on Michael. I sent him the record. The next day they called me back and said, Michael wants to cut the record, come to Miami. And so it all came together.
Let me tell you, when he passed, I think that was a song that was appropriate. I mean, there was so many people on the internet was like pushing that song because it was like the lyrics, the whole concept of it just fit
Yeah.
what was going on. It was like he's saying heaven can't wait. How he was spinning it to the women. You know what I'm saying? He was really spinning it like, you know, heaven can wait because I want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it definitely had, you know, spiritual overtones in the record and things like that. And that, when you really think of the whole concept of that record, where it's like he's so in love with this girl that, you know, he would even sacrifice getting to heaven to be with this girl, is like, you know, really a really overwhelming concept when you really think about it.
Yes.
Tell the angels hello. I don't wanna leave my baby alone. I don't want nobody else to hold you. That's a chance I'll take. Maybe I'll stay. Heaven can wait.
I'll be glad to get that video as soon as you get.
No doubt. I will bring the SPOTTV first. You heard it right here. I'm gonna bring the video to SPOTTV first. Right now, go out and get the single "Who's Loving You Now." It's on iTunes, Rhapsody, eMusic, wherever, you know. You can find it on the web, but go to iTunes and get it.
Okay.
That's WHO_SLUVIN, the letter U, and now. So, you know, if you can't find it under FANATIC, or go to FANATIC and scroll down, you'll see me under there. But
and Facebook too, right?
Yeah, we're on Facebook under n.e.r.d. You can find me on MySpace at myspace.com/experience_fanatic, and on there you'll find videos, bios, and all kinds of behind the scenes footage and everything. So, you know, check me out and you know, support me. And this is where my support system is. You guys give me the confidence to go out there and feel like I can conquer the world. So this is FANATIC, and you're watching SPOTTV, because SPOTTV got TV live. Believe that.